Now, we are going to practice reading the following text with the good pronunciation as much as we can. And I'm going to read it first. Body language. Studies show that over 60% of communication between people is nonverbal. Thus, most people do not actively control their body language. Understanding the cues sent out by the position of the eyes, mouth, hands, and hands can help anyone to achieve more efficient communication. It also helps to prevent miscommunication that can result when body language and words are not in sync. Communication constantly occurs through physical expression. Facial cues can greatly alter the meaning of an exchange between two people. Eye contact generally means openings, a willingness to listen and express ideas. Looking down is a invitation for the other person to speak. Looking to the side means the one is direction and perhaps not listening. Looking up can mean that one is thinking. Dot in can also indicate direction. The mouth's position is similar, and relic jaw and mouth mean openings to the expression. To confession, biting a lip can mean hiding information. A stiff jaw can show a desire for control. Smiling without making eye contact can mean keeping information to oneself or avoiding a conflict. Physical positioning of the body also carries weight in an exchange, whether or not a person chooses gestures when speaking can be personality difference. However, some gestures are universal. The way a person shakes another hand and indicate openings or domains. A far handshake that matches the other same future indicates openings. A fast handshake that puts the other hands in a downward position indicates dominance, mirroring the hand position of the other person. Sight as placing hands on the table or in one's lap indicates a desire to be synchronous or the false sense of ceremony. Avoiding similar position indicates a desire for individuality for or an exchange of difference and individual ideas. Standing directly in front of someone shows a desire for direct, confessional, or complete sharing, either positive or negative. Standing somewhat to the side shows desire for more sexual exchange. Whether or not people are aware of their body language, the body communicates with others. Therefore, it is wise to understand body language cues and use them to one offended. Do you think my way of reading is correct or still wrong? If it's still wrong, please correct.
Uh, I just corrected some words that were not properly pronounced. You say number one, you say curse, but actually it uses. Number two, you say distant, but actually is distracted. Number three, you say conversational, but actually it's conversation. That it's.
Thank you for your correct.
Next, I will read the text about body language. Body language. Studies show that over 60% of communication between people is nonverbal. Though most people do not actively control their body language. Understanding the cues sent out by the position of the eyes, mouth, hands, and stance can help anyone to achieve more efficient communication. It also helps to prevent miscommunication that can result when body language and words are not in sync. Communication constantly occurs through physical expression. Facial cues can greatly alter the meaning of the exchange between two people. Eye contact generally means openness, a willingness to listen and express ideas. Looking down is an invitation for the other person to speak. Salah. Looking down is an invitation for the other person to listening. Looking up can mean that one is thinking. It can also indicate distraction. The mouth position is similar, and relaxed jaw and mouth means openness to the conversation. Biting a lip can mean hiding information. A stiff jaw can show a desire for control. Smiling without making eye contact can mean keeping information to oneself or avoiding a conflict. Physical positioning of the body also carries weight in exchange. Whether or not a person uses gestures when speaking can be a personality difference. However, some gestures are universal, the way a firm handshake and that matches the other hand's pressure indicates openness. A firm handshake that puts the other's hand in a downward position indicates dominance. Mirroring the hand's position of the other person, such as placing hands on the table in one's lap, indicate a desire to be synchronous or a love sense of harmony. Mirroring the hand's position of the other person, such as placing hands on the table or in one's lap, indicates a desire to be synchronous or a love sense of harmony. Avoiding similar positioning indicates a desire for individuality or for an exchange of different and individual ideas. Standing directly in front of someone shows a desire for direct conversation or complete sharing, either positive or negative. Standing somewhat to the side shows desire for a more casual exchange. Whether or not people are aware of their body language, the body communicates with others. Therefore, it is wise to understand body language cues and use them to one's advantage. Do you think my of reading is correct or still wrong? If it's still wrong, please correct.
I just correct some words that were not properly pronounced. Number 1, you say chartas actualis it gesturins. Number 2, you say synchronous actualis it synchronous. That is correct.
Thank you.
That's all about our test. Thanks for watching.